Right. So you got the so-called. We dealing with this system that's a subtraction. That you put money in your pocket with a hose, you know, and you subject the payments in this place. So we continuously gonna be bombarded and beat down and have these spirits come upon us, and you know, these demons trying to take your faith out of you, to doubt. Hey man, you continuously. Hey, when you feel that, you gotta go what? You gotta go into prayer. You gotta continue this. That's why I say continuously pray, man. Cease without ceasing. You know, your mind is always warped. Because look, man, you dealing with principalities. Like the scripture said, can I get that in Ephesians? You dealing with those principalities that get you back, bro. You're dealing with those principalities, man, and these demons are actually trying to take you off, and you always been accused every day. Look, this is December 31st, man. The so-called New Year's tomorrow, which we know, and hey, that's why the Lord made us so special. We know it's not the new year. We know when the springtime comes, there's a new year. That means there's a new life. The world looks at this as a new year because what? It's still in the dead of winter. To them, it's dead. When we come and bring out, it's life. Abundantly, things grow in our new year. But in these days, because these days are not tomorrow's not the new year.
It's gonna be cold tomorrow.
It's gonna be cold tomorrow. No, and you'll see no flowers budding or nothing. That's death. This is death.
Hey, well, according to because you're following the Roman calendar,
right?
You know, and that goes to show you that this is Rome all over again. Because when you go to the book of Revelation, 13th chapter, it says that that they caused them to worship the image of the beast. You know, that was slain in that living again, and that beast was Rome. You know, but America being set up, America is following all of the ways of Rome. In Rome, they had the god Janus, which was a two-headed deity. Janus, you know, was facing the future and facing the past.
That's what they worshiping tonight.
So that's what they worshiping tonight. They worshiping the deity Janus.
Right. And the reveling and party and the Saturnalia when we pass and the reveling in these days and the day of the so-called unholy New Year, which is this is. Okay, give me that real quick, all right.
This is Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
No, we're not against this flesh and blood, because flesh and blood can get fucked up quick,
man, oh my gosh.
Easily.
It's bigger than what. It's bigger. It's so much bigger.
Right.
This brother got some.
Okay, Kyle. We'll give me a sec. We breaking the scripture out.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
All right. But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world.
To have a principle, the principal thing of the principalities of things is just basically these top damn demons, man. The higher of all of them, man. There's principalities out here that's trying to pull us down. And what reason is that? Because what they don't want us to receive the kingdom. To receive this kingdom, you got to go through the trials and tribulation, to go through the furnace to earn this. Like I continuously say, you got to go through this fire, man. Like the brothers that Nebuchadnezzar tried to throw him in. You see how humble he got. That's why Esau gonna be when he see men jump go through the hell and then come out unscathed and no smoke on them. You know, and who was with him? The one who was gonna be on that chariot when we come.
The Lord is gonna haunt y'all elites. He's gonna haunt y'all.
Right.
He's gonna have the angels and like the brother said, he mentioned that brought up a point, man. When the Lord exercised, when he has his faithful servants out here exercising that faith and enlightening the hearts of men and women out here through exercising that faith, it's gonna be like you're gonna see angels pop up like Yahweh Shah popped up in the fire with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Right. You know, he's gonna be haunting y'all, and y'all know it's gonna be coming, and you ain't gonna be able to stop it.
Right.
You know.
Well, who's in that fire? And who's in the fire? Who's protecting us in this fire that we in now? Is hell. This constant destruction of our whole nation. Who's that? Who's Yahweh Shah, man? He was in the fire with us, man. He's telling you he's always with us, man.
Right, yeah.
In these days and these times, man, we live in the last days, man. No, we living for our new beginning. You know, these last seconds that we have in this hell for our new beginning. You know, because look, the scriptures emphasize that who's going to be ruling in the last days. You know, so who the hell who's been copycatting all these other nations? That the copycatting all these other nations. The so-called white men been copying all the other nations to have that blueprint. They've been doing that since for a minute. You know, for a minute, because what? They know that what the previous kingdom did is the blueprint that they had that'll show them how to continue in the work that they want to do, which is wicked. Is because what? They're wiser than Daniel. They know how to analyze Negroes all day, every day. They the ultimate scientists at this moment. Because right now niggas can't get past their system. We got to go through them for everything.
Yeah, like the brother was saying that spiritual wickedness, you know, he said, but against principalities, you know, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, you know, like he's talking about those elites. Those are rulers of darkness of this world. And that last James Bond movie, that little eerie ass meeting was in darkness, even though it was in daytime. Oh, Psalms. We grab Psalms. They meet at noon and with darkness.
Yeah, noon.
I think that's Job or
right.
I'll find it. Yeah, but I'll read this one first. Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Right, against spiritual wickedness. Man, this is more spirit. This is a spiritual war. This is not the carnal war. Like we said, a carnal man could be destroyed in a second, flesh peeled off, whatever. But it's the spirit, you know? Because go ahead, bro.
Yeah, it's like but it's right on the topic, right? Job chapter 5, verse 13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried the head along. They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noon day as in the night, you know.
Right. They go through all this. They go through. They plan. They have good plans to get rid of you Negroes, which they know in the scriptures say Israel gonna live forever. So what they gonna do? They say we gonna make sure if we can't get it, we gonna make sure we delete everything. That is the crazy, and it still say Israel's gonna still be the Lord's people. You know what? You can't even you can't even fathom they can't even fathom to understand that scripture that you cannot fuck with the Most High. Basically, what they say, your arms too short to box with the Most High. You can't do that. Yahweh Shai's gonna come. Why? When is he gonna come? He's gonna come boxing, and he comes slicing, dicing, coming through, vaporizing. You know, they know through the scriptures, through the when you see those War of the World.
Yeah, you be lucky if you touch one of you.
Right. You know? You'll be blessed.
Just going.
That's
things, telekinetic, moving things out,
and then you
making people blow up. And shit.
I don't think you want to. Right,
I don't think you want to touch.
He didn't want to touch none of y'all, man. You filthy, man. You know.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, I'm reading again. They meet with darkness in the daytime, like in that movie. What was the last James Bond movie again?
I forgot the
last
name.
James Bond movie.
The last James, right.
Yeah.
Spectre, yeah, it was about Spectre, which is
Spectre.
you go into what Marvel Universe. You got Hydra. And all of it's talking about a secret organization that the elite of the whole world. No color involved up there, because you go back to Rome, it was the same thing. You know, when you go and you look at the slave markets in Rome, they had all nationalities of slaves. It was more about class, you know what I'm saying, and everything.
Right.
You know, but you still had the peasants, you had the small people on the bottom. Let them play about that. But up here, it's about that class and an elite society, you know.
Right.
And they was in that big ass, long ass table, that room. They had people up on the balcony. Everybody was in that meeting. Only certain ones was at that table though. Then they had the little sunlight coming in. It was daytime and it was still dark in the motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because what Esau has to keep darkness or wickedness or negativity in his realm. Why would you accuse a man for something you put in front of him? You know, and you know he was desperate. So this is what we're in. We're the desperate. We are the desperate. We're desperate just to. Hey, brother's desperate just to have a couple. To have $1,000 is like $1 million. You feel good. I got $1,000 in the bank, and watch that shit go in the next 2 weeks.
Yep. if not a week.
And he made this system to make us look. The Most High, hey, he punished us real good with this goddamn devil, man. We have been punished very well with this devil. You know, we went through the trials and tribulation, and we did. This ain't the first time. Multiplicity of times, I said multiplicity, but multiple times we have been through these tragedies, man. We can't get past these curses, you know. And then when you see, what gets me when you see these ones you might think as Edomites that go through these same
Curses.
Yeah, curses. They go through the same thing, and you like, they gotta be a Jake, man. The way I see a lot of them. Like you got a lot over here in around our outskirts of our city. These little cities like Lincoln Park, Clint Warren.
Well,
They can't live like they don't say they not, but they
could. It's a mixture because like when you read it, Deuteronomy 30, he said when we start to awake, then that's when everything those curses gonna start going on our enemies. So we in a transition where it's talking about Jacob pulling down that foot. Right now, the Lord has us to where we about to grab it. You know, the race war is coming. You know, you got the election just happened, and you have all of this the collapse that's on the cliffs. You know, so you know we about to grab it, and we gonna wind up and snatch, and then bump. You know, gonna get bumped because you know you're gonna bring down them troops, them Gurkha troops and whatever. Right. But in the end, you're gonna get supplanted, you know?
Right, you're gonna have to get hustled. The Most High, he planned this thing out for just, like you said, this is how the wicked live, and this is what you don't want to go through. And this is how you had to go through it, because if you come in, the Most High didn't just drop you into the kingdom for you to live forever. He gave you taste of the kingdom.
Right, exactly.
You know, and this is not your kingdom, and it's not your rest.
That's why they say that it grope in the noonday as in night. Because all of those plans that you're making and you meet in the daytime and, you know, in secret, dark places, you know, it's to no avail. That's why I said you grope in the noonday as in the night, because all of that stuff is gonna fail. It's all gonna fail, you know. Right.
It's going. Hey, look, he said he would. His enterprise. It says it says that it's Job.
Yeah.
He said
disappointed devices is crap.
Yeah.
I ain't even read that. That was it says, verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, right?
Right, he disappointed them, man, because what the big disappointment is when the Lord gonna come and just change this whole thing. Our Lord is not just gonna come and just give lollipops when he's come out here. He's coming to destroy people. He says his garment gonna be drenched with blood. You know, it's gonna be death by his spirit, I'm gonna say basically by his hands too. You know, death by Yahweh shot, man. You know, and he gonna come through and he gonna enjoy. He said, "Vengeance burns in my heart." And why he's flaming? He's heated. Why? You put him on the cross. He felt that pain when he went up there, man. And he felt the pain of his people, man. Yeah. He felt that pain. He seen why they had to go through that. They had to go through that. And it's just like you sitting at home and you brothers sit back and they watch why they read the scripture and they start tearing up. Yeah. You know, don't you think he teared up? In his spirit, at the time that he had to go through all that stuff when he brought them out and he spoke to them and he had to give them parables and things like that. It was only selected few that he only could get his understanding to. His hair wasn't white for no reason at the young age. He had to go through that. He had to go through this in his mind, man, to know what his people had to go through this. That he actually had to help. He made because through the spirit of Yahweh, he had to go through and form these people, but he loved them so much that the Lord sent him down, his only begotten son, and he did it because he loved his people. This is just the beauty of this whole thing. That's brotherly love.
Just like people talking about, how could you be so racist? This. You go back into the ancient society, you know, people died for their people. That was the most common thing. Is like no greater love have than another than to lay down his life for his brother, you know, his friend. That was a born thing. That was usually, you know, that was in your ethics of growing up. You know, you would lay down your life for your loved one, your brothers, anybody. You know, quick as hell. Now today it's like unheard of because now you think about it in a nation, like in a land in manner. When nations mean the people, the bloodline, the nationality. Now they basic by a land, and you got motherfuckers dying over the land, you know, that's mixed in, you know, not you know, I guess separate from the, it's all mixed all together,
Right.
you know. So they bamboozled the people a little bit, you know.
That cracker on that made that video, that Klansman. Well, he said that. He said that I'm not basically I'm not against black people. You know, I don't hate niggers, but all the while you call them niggers, right? But then he said that but if it came down to a race war, I'm gonna help my people.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And that's the problem.
Give me that.
That's the wine of Babylon. That's what the white man has done. Like people say, they get mad when they hear us say the white man, the white man, the white man, the white man. The Native Americans say the white man. The Mexicans say the white man. Why is it a problem when the Negroes say the white man? Because you know they know what the hell they did to us. You know, and their conscience is seared, and they know it's coming. They know it's coming.
Right.
You know?
It's inevitable to be seen. It's coming. Go ahead, bro. Hey, you still got your testimonial?
Oh no, it's straight on.
Yeah, pass.
Okay.
Second Ezra 6 and 7, and he answered, then answered I and said, what shall be the partner asunder of the times? And when shall
go ahead
be the end of the first?
Right. What's going to be the partner son? What's going to happen? What's going to be the son? What's the major thing that's going to happen? What's going to make the thing this thing happen? What are we going to see? And go ahead and read that again and read that after that.
Okay. Then answered I and said, what shall be the pardon sunder of the times? Or when shall the end of the first?
Right. When the part of the son? What's going to happen? And what's going to be the end of the first? What's going to be the end of the first?